What's going on, guys? Today we'll be doing a sort of podcast type of video on the channel. We're actually going to be talking about the history of YouTube and how it came to be what it is today. So first off, how did YouTube really start? YouTube itself was activated on February 14th, 2005, just over 15 years ago. The website was developed over the months that followed. The first ever video on YouTube was created by one of the co-founders, Jod Karim. The title of the video was Me at the Zoo, and it was an 18-second long clip. Jod Karim was not the sole founder of YouTube, as there were two others, Steve Chen and Chad Hurley. The founders created YouTube as a platform for anyone to post any video content they desired. It was hoped that the users could use the site to upload, share, and view the content with little to no restriction. Although the site was only properly launched on December 15, 2005, it was already receiving over 8 million views per day. But why did the founders start YouTube? What was their motivation? What was their incentive? Well, according to a story that's been often repeated, Chad Hurley and Steve Chen developed the idea for YouTube in early 2005 at a dinner party held at Chen's apartment. They were having difficulties sharing the videos that had been shot at the dinner party, and so one thing led to another, and they came up with the idea of a platform where you could share videos in a safe, reliable, and user-friendly way. But how did YouTube really grow to be how did it become successful? In its 15-year history, YouTube has become the undisputed king of online video. It has over 2 billion monthly users who watch hundreds of millions of hours of content every single day. But a lot of people don't know how YouTube actually grew to be what it is today. The platform spread like wildfire in 2005 after going public, and it only became more popular in the next year when Google bought it. Under Google, YouTube went from being a repository of amateur video to a powerhouse of original content. However, Google wasn't what made YouTube really popular. It was actually the people that populated it. Felix Kjellberg, also known as PewDiePie, is the most widely known channel on YouTube, with over 109 million subscribers today. He is the #1 individual channel on YouTube. On the 29th of April 2010, PewDiePie registered his official channel on YouTube. Since 2013, PewDiePie has been the channel with the most subscribers on the platform. In my opinion, I highly doubt that will change anytime soon. Although T-Series has more subscribers than him, PewDiePie is still the biggest individual channel. PewDiePie wasn't the only person to make YouTube popular though. In fact, YouTube is really popular because of how many informational videos there are on there. The categories vary from how to have a healthy diet to how to fix a broken toilet seat. Sky's the limit, really. The point is, YouTube has such a widespread of information and entertainment that practically everyone and anyone can access and apply it to their day-to-day life. And that is how YouTube became successful and how it's so popular today. But has YouTube had an impact on the world, and how has it had an impact on us during lockdown? Well, first off, YouTube really is an amazing thing. Whether you are a content creator or just watching videos, it gives people a chance to show their talents, hobbies, and what their interests are. But their biggest motivation is the monetization, where the more views a content creator has, the more they will capitalize through ads that will be seen by their viewers. There are videos on cooking, fitness, vlogs, comedy, DIY, gaming, the list goes on. Anyone can watch videos that help them on a daily basis, helping people to develop important life skills. You can also make a lot of money out of YouTube if you are successful. The best thing about YouTube is it's a free video site, meaning anyone can watch it at any time. Being a YouTuber can give teens the confidence they need to make it in the job industry and can inspire millions of people to do what they love the most. Being a YouTuber can improve your presenting skills, confidence, creativity. However, YouTube has a downside. Like most things in life, I think YouTube can have a negative effect on people's lives. One of the reasons as to why I think this is because of the psychological effect on teenagers today. Since there have been many instances where young children as young as 10 have been developing negative even violent behaviors to the extent where the police has had to intervene. Many people blame this anxiety in young children on exposure to overly violent or sexually explicit content. Most of these instances trace back to this harmful platform, which children have access to, possibly without parents' permission. There are so many flashy thumbnails and colorful adverts out there that, maybe without the best of intentions in mind, that bait kids into clicking on them. These are what are widely known as clickbait, which is the intention of bringing more viewers to their channel by putting something that isn't maybe entirely accurate or maybe not entirely real on the thumbnail. To address the growing problem, YouTube has terminated more than 50 channels and removed thousands of videos from its platform. So this really raises the question, is YouTube an amazing invention, or is it destroying our society? But let's talk a little bit more about censorship on YouTube. In the early days of YouTube, the platform had little to no censorship at all. Fact is, you could post pretty much whatever you wanted without any consequence. But that's since changed drastically. With YouTube growing at such an explosive rate, they decided it was time to make YouTube a safer place to be for all ages. They did this because if they didn't, well, they would have been sued. But this quote-unquote safety came at a price, a thing a lot of people have heard of but don't know much about: the YouTube algorithm. This basically states that a video with a good like to dislike ratio and lots of views will get picked over a video with a not so good like to dislike ratio and not that many views. I think that this is unfair because everyone has different tastes. For example, people like fitness videos and some people don't. But it's unfair not to show videos just because someone didn't like them. This is of course strictly my opinion. And more about my opinion, I'm going to talk about what I think will happen to the future of YouTube. Well, YouTube has been around a little over 15 years, and to this day it has only grown in popularity. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, YouTube is going to die one day. People are saying people are going to forget about it, it's going to move on. In my opinion, I believe that YouTube is literally incapable of dying. What I mean by YouTube is incapable of dying is that YouTube will never really stop being used. The thing about YouTube is constantly being updated to suit people's tastes. Also, new content is uploaded from thousands of different people at an unimaginable rate. YouTube is an endless archive that is constantly being renewed with the latest trends. And that is honestly what I think of the future and what will happen to YouTube. I know that was a kind of different video, but if you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like down below and comment if you want to see more like this in the future. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if you guys really enjoyed it, I'll upload one soon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next time. Peace out.